Welcome to the Urgent Sprint, catching up on retirement after 50. In this video, we will focus on a simple and aggressive plan to maximize contributions and minimize taxes with limited time. This approach is designed specifically for late starters who need clarity, speed, and discipline. Starting retirement savings after 50 is challenging, but it is not hopeless. The key is to prioritize what you can control: high savings rates, tax efficiency, and simplicity. With disciplined execution, you can still build meaningful supplemental income and reduce financial stress in retirement. Next, we will quickly review a brief disclaimer so you know how to use this information responsibly. This video is for educational purposes only and is not financial, tax, legal, or investment advice. Contribution limits, tax rules, and eligibility criteria change over time. Verify current laws and numbers with official sources, and consider consulting a qualified fiduciary financial advisor or tax professional before taking action. With that in mind, let us look at what we will cover today. Here is the agenda. First, the sprint mindset for starting after 50. Second, investment simplicity using index funds rather than complex strategies. Third, mandatory tax shelters with catch-up contributions. Fourth, a pre-investment checklist. Fifth, a 15-year catch-up plan timeline. Sixth, an allocation example and budgeting. Seventh, Social Security strategy and timing. Eighth, realistic outcome scenarios. Ninth, quick knowledge checks. Finally, key takeaways and an action plan. Now let us begin with the late start sprint mindset. Adopt the sprint mindset. First, focus on speed over perfection. With limited time, the size and consistency of contributions matter more than perfect timing of the market. Second, choose simplicity over complexity. Broad market index funds help reduce decision errors and keep costs low. Third, emphasize tax efficiency. Always prioritize 401k and IRA contributions before adding money to taxable brokerage accounts. Fourth, be relentlessly consistent by automating monthly contributions of $500 to $1,000 or more. The timeline visual shows a staged plan from age 50 to 70, including debt elimination, maximizing catch-up contributions, reducing fixed expenses, and considering a delayed Social Security claim. Next, let us translate that mindset into a concrete investment approach. Keep investing simple. Use broad market index funds such as S&P 500 ETFs to achieve diversification with minimal cost. Avoid stock picking and complex products, because they increase the chance of mistakes and often add unnecessary fees. Automate contributions on payday to remove friction and ensure consistency. Reinvest dividends to support compounding. As we simplify investments, we must also choose the right account types. Therefore, let us compare traditional and Roth tax treatments at a high level. On the left, traditional accounts allow pre-tax contributions that reduce taxable income today, but withdrawals in retirement are taxed as ordinary income. This can be beneficial if you expect to be in a lower tax bracket later. Traditional accounts also generally require minimum distributions at a specified age. On the right, Roth accounts use after-tax contributions, grow tax-free, and allow qualified tax-free withdrawals. Roth options are attractive if you expect higher taxes later or value flexibility. Roth IRAs typically do not require lifetime minimum distributions for the original owner. With this context, let us quantify the catch-up contribution limits you can use now. This table lists 2024 contribution limits and catch-up amounts. For 401k, 403b, and 457 plans, the base limit is $23,000, with a $7,500 catch-up for those 50 and older, totaling $3,500. For traditional and Roth IRAs, the base limit is $7,000, with a $1,000 catch-up, totaling $8,000. Always verify the latest numbers, as limits change. Next, we will walk through a pre-investment checklist to optimize your cash flow before turning up your contributions. Step 1. Eliminate high-interest debt, especially credit cards and personal loans, before aggressively investing. The return from paying off high rates often exceeds expected market gains. Step 2. Capture your full employer match in a workplace plan, because this is free money. Step 3. Audit expenses line by line and redirect savings into contributions. Step 4. Build a basic emergency fund so unexpected bills do not push you back into debt. Step 5. Automate contributions and bill payments to maintain consistency. With the foundation set, let us map a long-term execution plan. This Gantt chart illustrates a 15-year catch-up strategy. Initially, focus on eliminating high-interest debt while still capturing the employer match. Concurrently, maintain an emergency fund. Over the entire horizon, sustain maximum possible contributions to 401k and IRA with catch-up. In parallel, reduce fixed costs to lower your future income needs and work toward becoming mortgage-free by retirement. Now that we have the timeline, let us look at a practical monthly allocation example. This pie chart shows one possible monthly allocation: 60% to the workplace plan, ensuring you meet and then move toward the maximum, including catch-up; 20% to an IRA, traditional or Roth depending on your tax situation; 10% to a high-yield cash buffer for short-term needs; the remaining 10% to a taxable index fund, but only after tax-advantaged accounts are fully utilized. With allocations in mind, we will now reinforce the key milestones on a simple timeline. This timeline diagram highlights key age-based milestones. At 50, start automated contributions immediately. Between 50 and 55, eliminate high-interest debt while ensuring the employer match. From 55 to 60, aim to maximize catch-up contributions in both 401k and IRA. From 60 to 67, focus on lowering fixed costs and working toward a mortgage-free home. From 67 to 70, evaluate delaying Social Security to increase the permanent monthly benefit. Next, we will map out the components of retirement income visually. This mind map organizes retirement income sources. At the center is overall retirement income. One branch is Social Security, which often forms the backbone for late starters. Another branch is savings and investments, including 401k, IRA, and taxable brokerage accounts. A third branch is debt-free living, highlighting a mortgage-free home and generally lower fixed costs. Additional branches include part-time work for flexibility and optional annuities for predictable income. Having mapped the income sources, let us discuss how to maximize Social Security. For late starters, Social Security often forms the backbone of retirement income. Delaying your claim until full retirement age or up to age 70 can significantly increase the monthly benefit. Coordinate your withdrawals so that savings supplement Social Security rather than attempting to replace it entirely. If applicable, evaluate spousal and survivor benefits to maximize household outcomes. Next, we will review realistic outcomes from sustained savings efforts. Here is a realistic framing. Saving $1,000 per month for approximately 15 years may produce roughly $5,000 to $11,000 per year in supplemental income, depending on market returns and sustainable withdrawal rates. Reducing fixed costs, especially achieving a mortgage-free home, greatly improves security because it lowers your income requirement. Additionally, sequence of returns risk near retirement means that keeping investments simple and costs low can help support resilience. Now, let us check your understanding with a quick quiz. Question: if you are over 50 and starting late, which action should come before investing aggressively in a taxable brokerage account? Options: 1. Buy individual hot stocks to catch up faster. 2. Eliminate high-interest debt and max tax-advantaged accounts with catch-up. 3. Stop contributing to the 401k to build a bigger emergency fund. 4. Convert everything to cash until retirement. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is to eliminate high-interest debt and maximize tax-advantaged accounts with catch-up. This prioritizes the biggest guaranteed returns and the strongest tax advantages before committing funds to a taxable brokerage account. Next, let us do one more quick question on investment simplicity. Question: which investment approach best aligns with a late start, low complexity strategy? Options: 1. Frequent trading of sector funds. 2. Broad market index funds with automated monthly contributions. 3. Leveraged ETFs for faster gains. 4. Concentrated bets in a few individual stocks. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is broad market index funds with automated monthly contributions. This approach keeps costs low, reduces errors, and supports consistent progress. To close, let us recap the most important action items. Key takeaways. Act quickly and automate contributions of $500 to $1,000 or more each month if possible. Maximize catch-up space in 401k and IRA before adding to taxable accounts. Keep investments simple by using broad market index funds. Eliminate high-interest debt and reduce fixed costs. Consider delaying Social Security to increase the permanent benefit. Aim for a mortgage-free retirement to improve stability. Finally, here is a brief summary and your next step. In summary, simplicity and tax efficiency are your advantage when starting late. Use the checklist to free up cash flow and automate contributions. Map a 15-year plan with milestones from age 50 to 70, focusing on debt reduction, maximum contributions, and lowering fixed costs. Let your savings supplement Social Security rather than attempting to replace it. As we close, here is a final call to action. Thank you for watching. If this video helped, please like it, share it with someone who is starting late, and subscribe for more straightforward guides. What is your biggest roadblock or question? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can help in future videos.